What's up, you guys? Today we're going to talk about Hyperfund. We're going to do a little review, not so much on the mechanics, but on the general buzz and what things actually look like. Now, why am I qualified to help you? Because I've generated millions of dollars online and offline, so I know a thing or two about things that have to do with income opportunities and affiliate programs on the internet. So before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you more than you could possibly imagine. If you're new, we occasionally do marketing giveaways. All you need to do to be a part of them is comment down below, hit the bell, and subscribe. Those three free things. And of course, I'd really appreciate if you hit the like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you get selected for our marketing giveaways, we're going to be doing them every bi-weekly. But you need to make sure you do what I just said, and we will pick people from the commenters down below and we'll announce it in videos that follow so that you know if you got selected for the marketing giveaway. So we got Hyperverse instructed to destroy Hyperfund evidence. Now, when I do a rating like this, it'll be on a scale of 1 to 5. So 5 means, and of course this is all my opinion, you do need to do your own due diligence, okay? So if I give it a 5, it means that I have absolutely no reservations whatsoever that I think it's 100% safe, good, and not some kind of farce. Anything less than a 5 is obviously means still do your due diligence, even if I rated a 5. But obviously, if I rated a 4, 3, 2, or 1, it speaks for itself. Okay, so 5 out of 5 means absolutely no hesitation whatsoever, and everything looks awesome. So I'm going to get into this. We'll go over some buzz out there, and then I'll give it my 1 out of 5 rating. As Hyperfund transitions into its next Hyperverse reboot, affiliate investors have been instructed to delete evidence of this previous Ponzi scheme. So I'm reading an article here from Behind MLM, as I always share my sources, and of course you can go and take a look at it yourself. So as per a communication from Hyperfund's compliance department sent out yesterday, affiliate investors were ordered to delete everything pertaining to Hyperfund, not just the actual name. So you know, with something like this, I mean, is it fact or fiction? We can't know for sure, and I'm not condoning what I'm reading. I'm not disputing it, and I'm not agreeing with it at this point. I'm just reading you an article. I'm going to give you my opinion as we go along. The stated reason for the deletion of evidence is because Hyperfund no longer exists. All websites, training videos, funnels, emails, campaigns, chat groups, etc., all must be deleted completely. Hyperfund's Hyperverse reboot comes during the 2021 holiday shopping season. This is typically when Ponzi schemes experience a cash crunch as investors withdraw funds to cover the end-of-year expenses. Now, I don't like this term. I'll tell you that unless a group or individual or opportunity is found guilty, I don't think that calling something a Ponzi scheme is something that is correct. And again, I am not pro Hyperverse. I am not con Hyperverse or Hyperfund. I am simply looking at it objectively, and I will tell you that with any opportunity, I mean, unless it's, some form of blatant outright stealing, and there's no doubt about it, I don't agree with that term. As investors withdraw funds to cover the end-of-year expenses. Hyperverse also follows several recent regulatory warnings against Hyperfund, the disappearance of owner Ryan Xu, aka Zijing Xu, I'm probably butchering the name, and appointment of Boris CEO Stephen Rees-Lewis. Over the last few months, India, the UK, New Zealand, Guernsey, Germany, and Bermuda have all taken regulatory action against Hyperfund. So obviously, that's not a good sign, okay? Ask for Hyperverse's launch. By the way, I have not independently verified that this has actually occurred. As for Hyperverse's launch, the company's website went live approximately 24 hours ago. So, as a lot of you may know, the metaverse is going to be big, and obviously they want to capitalize on that, and thus the Hyperverse term. Initial examination suggests Hyperfund will transition into an NFT-centric Ponzi scheme integrated into a space-themed gaming experience. As the Hyperverse is an NFT-based world, a trading system is required to complement the world. The Nebula platform enables voyagers to purchase and sell NFTs, trade currencies, or offer their services. The platform has a link between Hyperverse and the real world by allowing the conversion of assets between the two realms. MLM NFT, crypto Ponzi schemes operating through, I'm not going to say that, mobile games has emerged as a trend. The first example documented here on Behind MLM was Crowd1's Planet X, X16, back in April. In that sense, Hyperverse is extremely late to the ruse as of one of the largest MLM Ponzi schemes currently operating, though it's unlikely to make a difference. Hyperverse NFTs are a new shiny object syndrome in action. Okay. Let's see what else they have to say. Don't ask about disabled withdrawals or what will happen to your Hue and MOF Ponzi points. Just give us some more money for some clip art we paid some random third party to come up with. On that note, it'll be interesting to see if Hyperverse accepts HU or MOF for its NFTs. The company represents these tokens have value outside of Hyperfund's scheme. Let's see if they keep up the charade. So we're going to get on to, let's see what Greg Granger says. December 30 wrote a comment. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, chances are it's probably a duck. Okay, so let's move on now and see what else we have. We've got cryptocurrency hyperfund under government scanner. And this is the the Economic Times, India Times. Let's see what they got to say. The government is keeping a close eye on cryptocurrency floating in the market based out of the country following alert that agencies responsible to check financial fraud are watching a company called Hyperfund. Sources with Hyperfund, a DeFi by Hypertech group, has come under the radar recently. The group claims to have launched the Hyperfund to provide a decentralized, let's get rid of that, decentralized financial infrastructure. Hyperfund was announced in mid-2020. As per the company website, it is led by Ryan Xu. However, with the multi-level marketing MLM model, Hyperfund has been luring investors with higher returns, such as offering a common practice under Ponzi schemes that got the authorities alerted in the first place. According to sources, complaints against such funds have started pouring in several states in India. The RBI Union, Finance Ministry, and CBI had warned people against cryptocurrency trading. The RBI is planning to launch India's official digital currency, rupee, soon. The finance minister has clarified that virtual currencies are also not legal tender, hence VCs are not currencies. Okay. We got some Hyperfund reviews. We've got a little article here on Reddit. Helped my dad put $3K into Hyperfund and got my uncle to put money in too. Me and my cousin were trying to talk them out of it, how it's a pyramid scheme, but they didn't listen. Apparently your money triples in 600 days. I guess they thought that was pretty funny and that that's some kind of scam. And here we got some more Hyperfund Trustpilot. So I'm going to get into what I think here. Let's just see what these comments are. I have no words to describe how I felt for the deceit and unwillingness to release my investments. If not for the assistance of fiscal trails who intervened, I would have been counting my loss. Amazing, amazing. No idea why people who don't even use Hyperfund leave negative reviews. It's amazing. Hyperfund is not working. Anyone know why? And this is what, 4 days ago. We're currently, what are we? We're the 6th of December, 2021. So, you know, there's good and bad. So here's what I think, and I'll give you my rating in a second. You know, especially with something like Hyperfund or cryptocurrencies where they can be as a business opportunity, where people are offered an opportunity by coming in. Some states, some countries rule them as securities, some don't. And if you don't meet all the laws correctly in every single state or province, in every single country that you are trying to operate in, you can run into a pot of boiling water, even if you are legitimate, even if everything is 100% okay. So that aside, it's very difficult for anyone to come out and say definitively that this is some sort of ruse or some sort of scam. However, on the other side, it is also very difficult with something like this to go the opposite way as well. So what I'm going to tell you is, because until Basically, until there's some sort of investigation and everything is gone through with a fine-tooth comb with this type of an opportunity, it's impossible to know how great it is or how terrible it is. And anyone that's just writing, it's completely 100% a scam is looking for a headline. They are not looking to be objective or help anyone or look at this properly. In order for anybody to do a proper review where they could come to that sort of conclusion, they would have to sit and do hundreds and hundreds of hours of research on what's going on, what happens with the inner workings, what have clients experienced, and that's not going to be anybody that you're going to find on the internet just doing a video like I am here or like countless others are. However, I can give you, due to experience in the affiliate marketing industry, my opinion, and my opinion is I am definitely not rating this a 5 out of 5. I will rate this a 3 out of 5 based on what I just described to you, and that means definitely be cautious, be careful, and do your own due diligence before you think about getting involved. I hope this finds you healthy and happy, and I will see you on the next video. That's our Hyperfund quick review.